Imagine waking up one morning without all the comforts and necessities afforded by our nation's efforts in space. Space capabilities support our supply chain, banking and financial systems, weather tracking, power grids, as well as air, land, and maritime infrastructures. Our U.S. military is the strongest, best trained, and most equipped in the world. In the heavily contested space domain, Space Systems Command leads a team of roughly 15,000 U.S. Space Force Guardians, airmen, civilians, and contractors who are on duty 24/7 and laser-focused on providing joint warfighters with the capabilities required to protect this nation and its allied partners from adversaries like China and Russia, who control an entire spectrum of very real threats to our space infrastructure. We are Space Systems Command. This unbeatable team is headquartered in Los Angeles, California, and operates across 16 geographically separated locations to include 2 space launch deltas, SLD-45 at Patrick Space Force Base, Cape Canaveral in Florida, and SLD-30 at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Our new organizational structure was purpose-built to anticipate and respond to the challenges presented by a contested space domain. We are driving unity of effort across joint military forces to integrate space development efforts, accelerating the pace of space procurement programs, which allows us to deliver resilient space capabilities to warfighters faster. Assured access to space is a critical component of Space Systems Command. Of the more than 3,000 active satellites orbiting the Earth today, 2,000 belong to the United States. Through our efforts in launch acquisition and operations, we've sent up the majority of those payloads. From small scientific and experimental satellites to the largest national security payloads, our launches cannot and do not fail. Our team realizes the hostile nature of today's space landscape and the critical role acquisition plays in this process. From developing and buying capabilities and launch services to the computer software that controls the satellites and processes the data, space acquisition is a complex process with great financial responsibility. At Space Systems Command, we don't believe in no-win scenarios. Our Space C2 facility teaches our programmers and guardians to look at problems from new angles and find innovative solutions by changing the nature of the problem at hand. This outside-of-the-box thinking is critical to building future space systems architecture by creating and leveraging cutting-edge concepts and turning them into production-ready programs. Our adversaries are plotting for their turn to be number one, and we will absolutely not allow that to happen. We have the best people working in the best facilities, using the most agile, industry-leading methods to meet the needs of today, tomorrow, and beyond. At Space Systems Command, space starts here.